thoughts on Glossier. Recently I got asked on Twitter about Glossier products and which ones I thought were worth buying because I've made a couple of purchases from them and I definitely have some thoughts. I was really curious about the Glossier Milk Jelly Cleanser, and I had read really mixed reviews on this. A lot of people saying that they loved it and it removed their makeup really well, and then other people saying that they really didn't think it was anything special. I initially tried this out to remove my makeup, and I have to say, did not work. Not a good makeup remover for me at all, especially because I wear waterproof eye makeup. This is 6 fluid ounces and it has a pump, and I do really love the consistency of it because it is a gel and it has a really light rose scent to it. When I put this on my face, either wet or dry, it stays totally clear the entire time and doesn't look like a milk cleanser when you add water to it. So at first it's kind of weird because it feels like it might not be doing anything, but it does wash your face. I just found that it didn't really remove my makeup. So at the beginning, I was pretty disappointed with this. I honestly thought it sucked, aside from the smell and the consistency, but I didn't want to waste it. So I was like, maybe I'll just start using this in my shower as a gentle basic cleanser. The more I started to use it in the shower, the more I liked it. And then I started to bring it over to my sink when I wanted to just wash my face and use something super gentle. So my feelings on it have kind of changed. I definitely love this as a face cleanser if you're just looking for something really simple and basic that has a nice light rose scent to it. The consistency is really nice. I do feel like it cleans my face if I don't have makeup on. But if you're looking for something that's gonna clean your face and remove your makeup, I would not recommend this because I feel like it doesn't remove makeup at all. Next up is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I was really excited about this because I wanted something that would be a really good daily moisturizer that would provide a little bit more hydration for me. And I also wanted to see if it was a good primer slash base for my makeup. And when I started using this, I really loved the consistency of it. It really reminds me a lot of the Ombre Elise Original Moisturizer, but then after a few days of using this regularly, I started to notice that my skin felt kind of tight and irritated, kind of like how it feels when I use retinol treatments. I was really confused about how my skin was feeling at first because when I put the moisturizer on, it felt really hydrating but not greasy. I loved the way that my makeup went on afterwards, and I felt like it just did a really good job. So I wasn't sure why my skin was feeling so tight and irritated, but this was really the only new thing that I was using at the time. So I looked at the ingredients in this, and sure enough, I saw that there is retinol in this. It's definitely noticeable. Like, I was able to notice it on my skin, and I was like, this is why my skin feels so dry and tight and irritated. And when I started reading reviews from people who were talking about having irritations with this moisturizer, they were talking about redness and getting little breakouts and just feeling like their skin was like burning sometimes or just, you know, inflamed and irritated. And it's probably most likely from the retinol in this. It's really just the retinol that holds me back from using this. It is pretty dangerous to go outside with retinol on your face and be exposed to the sun. Glossier does have another moisturizer, the Rich formula, that I believe does not have retinol in it. So that could be another option if you're looking for something without retinol. I am always up for trying new sunscreens. This is the Invisible Shield and it's broad spectrum SPF 35. This has definitely been getting a lot of criticism and also a lot of praise. And I think that I just kind of fall somewhere in between. Chemical sunscreens are something that definitely work for me, and that's what this is, but they can also be really irritating to a lot of people. Things I like about this sunscreen: I love that it's clear, it's light, it's a gel consistency, and you don't have to worry about any kind of white streaks on your face. Things I don't like: the size. This is 1 fluid ounce and I have to use at least 4 pumps of this to completely cover my face. So I feel like I don't really have that much product in here and I'm using quite a bit of it in every single use. For me personally, this does work really well, but I also sometimes do combine it with a physical sunscreen for additional protection. It's not water resistant, so if you're gonna be sweating or in water, you're probably gonna wanna use something else. Glossier has 3 super serums that target 3 different skin issues, and I got the pack of all 3. First one is my favorite, which is Super Pure. You can see that it's almost gone, and I actually reordered this. This is a niacinamide and zinc serum that's supposed to help with redness and breakouts. And I find that this really does help calm my skin. If I have any kind of redness or I'm starting to break out, I really think that this has worked super well for my skin. And I love that it's something that's super light and I can just put it all over my face. The downside to all of these serums is that they're only half a fluid ounce. So that's why I have gone through this so quickly, and it's maybe been a month since I first bought this and I've had to order a new one. But I think the product inside is really awesome and I've seen amazing results from it. The next one is Super Bounce, which is the hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5 serum. And I do really love this for added moisture. I have it on my face today underneath my moisturizer. And I think that it really does add extra hydration without making my skin feel greasy. So I've been traveling a lot and my skin has just been in all different kinds of climates. And I feel like just giving it a little boost of hydration has really helped. And having something that is really small and convenient has been really great too. The last one is Super Glow, which is a vitamin C and magnesium serum. And this is my least favorite out of all 3 of them. This is the one that I probably wouldn't repurchase because I haven't really noticed anything from it. And I've used a significant amount of it, not as much as the Pure, but I've definitely used it regularly and I haven't really noticed any kind of change in my skin in terms of brightness or glowiness or anything like that. The last skincare items from Glossier that I have are the 2 face masks, and I really, really love these. The detoxifying mask, so this is the Mega Greens Galaxy Pack, and then this is a moisturizing mask, which is the Moon Mask. The idea of these masks is really nothing new, but I think that they did these basics really, really well. I am someone that's super picky when it comes to deep cleansing masks because a lot of them sting your face and are really harsh, and I just don't like that at all. I found the Mega Greens Galaxy Pack to be really cleansing. Like I could see that my pores were really cleaned out, but it also felt gentle on my skin. So I didn't feel this intense tingly feeling. It was pretty easy to wash off, so I wasn't there like scrubbing my face, and it didn't have an obnoxious smell to it. The texture is really nice and creamy, and I thoroughly enjoyed using it. For the Moon Mask, I would say this is the second best moisturizing mask that I have used, and what I love about it is that it's really hydrating, and it also has that cool feeling when you put it on your face, and when you let it sit for 20 minutes, you can see how much it's actually absorbed because it kind of disappears on your face and you just wash off the excess. So I think that this is really awesome. I did feel like my skin felt really refreshed and hydrated and clean after I used both of these masks, especially because I was using them after traveling. I really recommend them individually, but together, like using the green one first and then the Moon Mask, amazing. I don't have that much Glossier makeup, but I have purchased a few items. This is the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. I wear the shade medium, and I have this on my face today. I will say that this is the lightest face makeup that I have ever used. If you are familiar with the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizers, it is not that at all. I don't think that this is moisturizing, and a lot of people consider that tinted moisturizer to have super light coverage. This has even lighter coverage. It's a really, really watery consistency, and I have applied this both with a beauty blender and my hands. It doesn't really make a difference, so I just end up using my hands so I don't have to clean my beauty blender. I do think that when you initially apply this, it's super streaky and it takes a little bit of time to get everything to blend in. You're pretty much gonna be able to still see everything on your face. There's just a little tiny bit of color and a little tiny bit of coverage. It's a really great product when I feel like wearing something, but I don't want that much coverage. And I know that some people don't really understand that. They're like, I'd rather wear, you know, a full face of makeup or nothing. Some days I just love still going through my routine and having a little something on my face. I will say I have oily skin, so this works pretty well for me. It doesn't make me greasy, but if I do have dry patches on my face, I feel like this clings to the dry patches. When I first used this, I thought it was shit. And when I wore it for the entire day, I just ended up really liking it. And I think the longer it's on my face, the more that I like it. And it was just something that was totally new and different to me. So it took me a little bit of time to really understand it and love it and recognize that this is something that I've actually been looking for. And I think that because it is so incredibly sheer, you don't need an exact match to your skin. Like, this would not be an exact match for my skin, but when I blend it in, it's seamless. This is the Cloud Paint in Puff, and I really love this. I have it on my face today, and this is pretty small packaging. These were a lot smaller than I thought that they would be. You need so little product when you use this because it's so pigmented. It's probably gonna be a challenge to finish up this tube. These blend seamlessly. They're really pigmented. I think the colors are really beautiful, and I'm excited to get my new one. This is the lip gloss, which I honestly just bought because it was so nostalgic for me, because I remember being in like middle school and just loving clear lip gloss. So I really just wanted to try Glossier's lip gloss, and you know, I do like it. It's a nice lip gloss. It's not super sticky, but it's not something that I am going to be repurchasing, I don't think, because I really just bought this as like something for my little preteen heart. Last but not least is the Stretch Concealer. I have the shade Medium, and I have to say that I really didn't know what I was getting into with this. I was like, it's either gonna be really good or I'm gonna hate it, because that's how concealers go for me. And I really, really love this. This is a concealer that comes in a pot, obviously, as you can see, and it has a super balmy consistency to it. So when you first put your finger in, it's really, really slick. And I am somebody that loves concealers that are hydrating, because my under eye area just gets really, really dry, and I don't like things that are gonna dry out my under eye area, cake up, and just get weird. I feel like this concealer just really glides on, and I love the coverage because I'm somebody that doesn't want a super thick concealer underneath my eyes. I just want a little bit of color correction, and that's what this does. So that is it for my Glossier review. Hopefully this was helpful to you, especially if you've been curious about Glossier or you're looking into getting some products yourself. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments, and I will get back to you as many as I can. In other news, if you are a total nerd like me and you love learning the history behind everyday things that are in our lives, I did this really cool project with the Google Arts and Culture channel where we investigated trends that are popular right now in fashion. We give you a little historical background on those things and really trace the steps up to present day and examine why these things are popular right now. I think it gives you a little bit more appreciation for the things that are around you in your everyday life and the things that you're wearing. So if you would like to check out these videos, they're not long, so you can get a lot of information in just a few minutes, and they were so fun to do. I will have a link down below for you guys so you can go and watch, and it was such a fun project to be a part of. I hope you guys enjoy it because we had a lot of fun making it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.